South Alexandria at the 4 mile run. Probably high 30s, maybe 40s. Water temp unknown. No wind. It's had some great luck here last week. Just slow reeling a Senko along the bottom right here, but I fear that we're not going to have the same kind of luck today. Just because of that water clarity. The water clarity is pretty awful, to be perfectly honest. Like last week, it was I could probably see 2-3 feet at least. We'll see. We'll probably just move on in a minute. And by a minute, I mean an hour. Fisherman logic. Yeah, I'm just throwing a 5-inch Senko, green pumpkin, black flakes on I think this is a medium heavy rod, 7 feet. It's just a cheap and cheerful rod. It's my backup, but I've got it rigged up on a weightless Senko for some reason, so I figured I'd just come here and toss this out a couple of times. And then I've got a Rapala jerkbait on my other spinner, so I'm thinking maybe going to the I just have a lot of luck on those black flake green pumpkins. Yeah. Tried and tested, visibility. Let's go. I can always swap them back. Let's go visibility. Okay. Texas rig, obviously. And I'd recommend anybody who's starting out or is relatively new, I would say first couple of times on the water, just stick to soft plastics. Just Texas rig a Senko. I've detected some activity on the surface, which probably means the bass could be pretty deep. There's mostly largemouth bass in this little section. From my experience, I've never caught any smallmouth in this part of the run. When I was here last week, I did the exact same kind of toss, backhanded, shallow kind of toss into this little body of water here. And as the Senko was falling, I got a strike probably 2 seconds after it hit the water, to be honest. And it ended up being the biggest bass of the day. It was like a 2-pound largemouth, so. I'm just trying to replicate that right now. It's very slow. Very slow. Like if you feel like you're going slow, just go slower. It's not the greatest conditions today. The water is pretty brackish, as I've said like 1,000 times at this point. Setup, medium heavy rod, 12-pound braid, and then I've got a 12-pound, a fluorocarbon leader, 12-pound. So I had a little bit of success just with the straight braid, and I'm an advocate of braid as a beginner, just because I wasn't really enamored by some of the horror stories I'd heard about mono and fluoro. Just with I guess with the line twist and the memory of the line. I just read horror stories and on forums and watched a few YouTube videos, and I wasn't a fan. Whereas braid seemed to be a sensible option for somebody who's just learning the craft. I think this is the same guy I saw a couple of weeks ago, right? He's coming on this run here. Watch. Let me just see if I get that. Right? Slow down, dude. Fucking can't stand it. When you're coming through this part of the water, you should be doing 10 miles an hour. I guess I should be using nautical terms, but I don't know. I don't really know the conversion into knots, so I'm not even going to attempt it. But I think you should be doing max 15 miles an hour when you're coming through this. It's just fucking respect. It's about respect. You're fucking flying by at 30 and you're within 30 yards of my line. That really just fucking threw me off. As you could probably tell because I kept playing around with the rod, sorry, the reel. A nice cast. One of my golden rules, guys, I'm new to this, but it's how I approach life in general, is you fucking treat things with respect, especially the environment. Like, that dude came from this direction, right? He should have fucking seen me. He would have seen me. Instead of fucking slowing down as he came through the underpass, no, he just like kept doing 30-40 miles an hour. This is the jerkbait I've got. I think it's a repeller. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember the exact model, but it's lovely in the water. It's got a great action. See if I can pick it up. Oh. I think when I watched one of Lunker's videos, he said something like, "Oh, it's got a sexy action." I'm maybe not quite there with the terminology, but I can maybe understand a little bit what he's getting at, because that is kind of nice. Anyway, not a bad cast. So anyway, this guy, I'm just applying the same technique, or a technique I was told to try, which is just, slow reel and kind of jerk. So like reel, pause, jerk, pause, keep reeling, jerk, pause, jerk, pause, jerk, pause. And I guess you should, mix it up a little bit, so like longer pauses. Not really seeing all that much over here. Last week was a 30-point blowout, whereas today I'm getting the sense that it might be a blowout the other way. I should try a shaky head at some point. Maybe I'll do that later. Nice little shaky head. These are the Green Pumpkin, Black Flake, Senko's, Gary Yamamoto. King of the Senko. So, if you can't catch any bass on that, then the Senkos are not going to work today. Oh my god, they've definitely got more weight to them. I'm not going to use them young ones anymore. Under these pylons, you want the Senko to fall as close to the pylon as possible, because that's where they're going to be, hopefully. This is my fucking life, isn't it? It's like anything that can go fucking wrong goes wrong. Like how did this fucking line get caught in a zipper? Explain that, please. Anyway, so the first battery just ran out, so I have to change up, which means I've only probably got about 30, 40, 50 minutes of footage left. But I just before it died, just saw a little bit of activity right in front of me, and then it died. So I kind of stopped myself casting out in case because that's not fucking obnoxious. If you're looking to get involved in fishing, just be conscientious that you don't need a $700 rod and reel combo, okay? Limit yourself probably to at best $100 on a decent combo, but I would say, to be honest, keep it like 50. And then get about $30 worth of baits, I would say. My advice would be to get everything, so get like spinners, buzz baits, crankbaits, jerk baits, just get like maybe one of each, Get like a bunch of soft plastics, because that's basically what you're going to be using whilst you learn your craft. First time I went fishing, guys, was an absolute unmitigated disaster. So I would warn anyone. I'd say, listen, if you want to go fishing and it's you maybe you haven't been for 10 years, or maybe you just have never been fishing, period. So, you know, it's quite common. Just bear in mind that the first time you go out, you're going to make mistakes. You're definitely going to make mistakes. The magnitude of those mistakes might differ from person to person, but you're still going to make mistakes. For me, it was a case of getting snagged in a tree. The first eye here, it would loop around once, and I wouldn't see it because I was using mono, I think, and I wouldn't see it. So then I'd go to open the bail. I'd come down here, I'd wind up, I'd come down here, I'd grab the line, I'd open the bail, and then I'd go to cast, and as I cast out, this would just explode with line. The reel, and that happened probably 4 or 5 times. I'm telling you, it happened about 4 or 5 times, and it absolutely fucking sucked. It was frustrating. I had to fix it about 3 or 4 times. So I'm kind of just giving you guys that kind of heads up, I suppose. Just be prepared for mistakes. Another mistake I made was like getting frustrated. That's something that will happen, but getting frustrated with the line situation, and then determining that the best solution to that was just to take a pair of scissors, and instead of cutting it away at the top, actually taking a pair of scissors to the line that was on the reel, and just well, the result of that was losing a $10 spinnerbait. Fun times. In fact, that first 2 weeks, or I should say the first 2 trips on the water, I would say I lost about $30 worth of baits, which seems like nothing to some people, but to me, it wasn't really the money issue. It was sort of it was the question mark that was left at the end of the day. Like, am I actually capable of doing this? Like, am I just totally out of my depth? Like, is it normal to lose that kind of gear in one single day, or in, 2 outings? That was a terrible cast. In one single outing, or 2 outings. I found out later that the answer to that is it's not like a everyday occurrence, but it's pretty common. So yeah, guys, just be prepared for heartbreak. That was better. Be prepared for heartbreak, because I would say, don't get overly, like, if you buy like a really nice jerkbait or a really nice spinnerbait or something, and you spent like $10-15 on it, like, don't get emotionally involved, because like a cheating girlfriend, they'll burn you pretty quickly if you're not careful. You can do with your money whatever you wish to do with your money. It's not for me to tell you how to spend your money, but it makes no sense spending $250 on a combo and then giving up fishing after 2 months because you think that you're shit and you can't catch anything. It makes no sense. Nice chug of tea. British tea. I don't know why I'm holding it to the camera as if you can see through the fucking container. Yeah, the tea's in there, guys. I don't know if you'd catched on. Oh god, that's good. Place the sugar with honey. Don't ask too many questions. Just try it. Trust me, just try it once, and I guarantee you will never go back to granulated sugar. I haven't for a couple of years now, so that's maybe that's the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is not to demonstrate any new fishing techniques or talk about the fish or catch anything. It's just to basically give a tidbit of information about how I've evolved my tea drinking skills. Anyway, you can probably tell I'm running out of things to say. Yeah, talking about the fucking tea. I think I've seen some activity just here. Fortunately, it's quite steep. The footing is. I mean, actually, no, it's not. It's not too bad. It's not too bad, I guess. I've just seen a couple here, but I'm a little bit concerned. It could be better. Yeah, let me try it. Let me try the Senko real quick. Well around me, so I guess there's a chance I'll get snagged, but should be okay. I'm okay. So I guess, guys, what my, I'm gonna do a bit of a synopsis for this video just because I know I'm running out of battery life. But I apologise for it being a little bit disjointed. It's a bit all over the place. This is the first time out with a camera. I'm sure I'll get better at it. When I get home, I'll try and edit it in a way that it kind of doesn't feel as disjointed as it did to film. I'm hoping to come out here every week, so with a bit of luck, I'll be able to provide content on a weekly basis. I'm also thinking about doing maybe some just running commentaries when I drive to work and talk about, well, just shoot the shit basically about anything related to fishing or otherwise. Oh, hold on. Whoa. It'd be really nice right now if I could get a fish and then I could end the video like that. Probably won't happen, but if I don't catch you, I need to figure it out, kind of what I'm going to say. I'm running low on battery life, guys, so I need to go.